This is Captain Victor, where every story is more than just a tale. It's a whisper from the dark. Tonight's story comes from deep within the Appalachian Mountains. A place where silence has a voice, and shadows remember every step you take. So turn down the lights and listen closely. The story is about to begin. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, where sunlight barely touches the ground, there lies an ancient forest, dark wood. Locals say the trees there aren't just trees. They breathe, and beneath their roots, something still lives. Something that never really died. The story begins with Mary Grace, a young woman from a nearby town. One bright afternoon, she went on a picnic with her friends. By evening, she returned alone, and the next morning, she vanished. The police searched the entire forest. All they found was a tape recorder, and the sounds on it. The tape began with Mary's shallow breathing. Then her voice, trembling, afraid. Greater than this isn't just a forest. Something is breathing between the trees. Then, a whisper. A long, cold whisper, right next to the microphone. Greater than you can't go back. A scream followed. And then, silence. 2 weeks later, her brother Ian Grace arrived. He didn't believe the stories. He believed Mary saw something. With a flashlight, a camera, and that recorder in his pocket, he entered Darkwood under the cover of night. At first, it was quiet, too quiet. Then, he heard it. A faint voice drifting through the trees, greater than Ian. Ian. It was Mary's voice. Ian spun his light around. No one was there. But on the ground, he saw footprints, backward footprints. Then, between the trees, something moved, a tall, thin figure. Its skin covered in moss, its face hollow, no eyes, just empty holes that drank the light. Ian ran, but every path led him back to the same place, the same tree. And beneath it, a pale hand reached out from the earth. Mary's hand. 3 days later, Ian's recorder was found. His last words were barely a whisper. Greater than I'm inside the trees. They breathe, and now they've taken me too. Then, a soft humming filled the tape. And finally, a single line. Spoken in Mary's voice. Greater than I become part of the forest. Even today, when the wind stops, and the trees begin to sway on their own, locals say they still hear her voice. Echoing from within Darkwood, Mary Grace. She's still alive between the trees, and anyone who calls her name. She answers back, so if you ever find yourself walking through the Appalachian woods, and someone whispers your name, don't stop. Because the voice calling you may not be human. That was the call of the Darkwoods, another whisper from the mountains that never sleep. If you ever hear your name in the wind, don't answer. I'm Captain Victor, and I'll be back with another story from the shadows. If you enjoyed the journey, subscribe before the dark finds you first.